Okay, so I'm just going to go through how to get past the calibration screen on the Lightgun Lunatics v42 Batocera build for Time Crisis. The issue is if you've got a light gun, like one of these, this is a gun for IR, I think this is the V1, that's only got a limited number of buttons. This one's only got two, so you've got a button there, and then the trigger, so it's got three inputs basically. If you're using a Sinden, the Sinden's got two buttons here, and then a D-pad. And I believe for Time Crisis 4 and the other calibration screen things, you can press up on the D-pad or left, and it gets past the calibration screen, which is great. But you know, okay, we've only got three inputs on this gun. So if you've got a light gun like this, it's only got a limited number of inputs. You're going to get stuck on the calibration screen for our PC S3, the emulator. So this is the v42 Lightgun Lunatics, I think it's all guns blazing or whatever, build, the Batocera pre-built build, which is fantastic, but there's no bloody documentation for any of this. The advice is to go to the Batocera wiki, which is great, but it's not specific to this build. So this is the 512GB, there's a 256GB build, but this specific build, the wiki is like, some things make sense and some things don't. It's kind of a bit different, so there isn't actually any decent documentation for this build specifically, which is a real shame. And yeah, so anyway, we've launched into it. I changed the menu screen, the layout, don't worry about that, it's fine. So we've launched into it, and the first thing you want to do is go to, get to PlayStation 3, get to Time Crisis Razing Storm with your controller that you've hopefully got connected and plugged in. Hold down the A button, and you'll get the launch menu. Scroll down to Advanced Game Options, and scroll down to Graphical User Interface, and make sure that's switched on, basically, because you need to get to the PS3 or whatever it's called, the emulator's GUI. So that's the first thing, right, hit A to launch. Right, so we load up Time Crisis 4 as an example, and I'll show you the problem that we have. So you go straight into the calibration screen, and you got your three input gun or whatever. Calibrate motion controller. So I'm just going to do the calibration, get the camera out of the way. Right. So we're calibrated. You know, crosshair shows up fine. We can shoot. Great. But yeah, obviously here's the problem. So I can't press triangle to confirm. This is pre-programmed to shoot as well, and this button doesn't do anything. I have no idea how to change the button mappings. I've tried on the main menu and the advanced menu, and nothing seems to work. It's infuriating. There's no clear. It's all pre-configured in this build, so getting things to work that that's slightly different is an absolute nightmare. But I have figured it out. So here's what we're going to do. We turned on the GUI, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our keyboard that's plugged in, hopefully, and press Alt-Tab. Right, now we're into the our PS3 GUI. Okay, now, you know, as if things weren't as difficult enough, the mouse cursor is like here, but you can't see it. So my mouse is, you can actually, if you fiddle about with it, you can actually use the mouse, but you can't see the mouse cursor, so it's absolutely infuriating. So to get around that, we need to use the keyboard. And what we're going to do is we're going to press the Alt key until, the Alt key and then the arrow keys. So we're going to press the Alt key, and then hopefully we're going to be able to select things with our arrow keys. This isn't the menu we want, so we want to press Alt again. That's it. This is the thing we want. So you need to mess around with pressing the Alt and the arrow keys to get to this highlighted. Okay, now we're going to go over to configuration, mice and basic mouse, and press enter, and you're going to have button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons. Button 1 you want to, and to navigate these menus, you need to press tab and shift and tab to go backwards. Tab and shift tab. So button 1, you want to press spacebar, and on your gun, you want to set that to trigger, which is mouse left, which is trigger, which is button 1. Okay. Button 2, tab, 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 spacebar, button 2, press that to button 2, which is mouse right, which is this button on the gun for IR. Tab, 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 spacebar, button 3, middle mouse, which is button right, middle mouse on the gun for IR. Great. Okay, and then you want to tab, 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 press spacebar, apply, shift, tab, tab, enter, save. Great. Right. Now, what we want to do is get back to this menu again. Alt, arrow keys, down, 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 USB device, right, configuration, USB devices, PlayStation Move, mouse, enter. Okay, so we got button 1, mouse left, trigger, button 2, mouse right, one of the buttons, button 3, mouse middle, another one of the buttons, okay. And now we want to tab, 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 tab. The one you want is triangle, because that's the confirmation screen for the calibration. So you want to set triangle using shift tab, spacebar to mouse 3 or any of them. You know, it doesn't actually matter. So I've set it to mouse 3, which is this button, which is button mouse 3, which is mouse middle again, which is this button. So whatever. Tab, 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 apply, shift tab, save. Okay. Now, the thing that you want to do is you want to get this highlighted. I think you do that by alt-tabbing, pressing tab a bunch, and eventually it comes up. You'll get it. Press the arrow keys, press tab a lot, you'll figure it out. Scroll down to Time Crisis Razing Storm. Now you want to right-click this, and the right-click button on your keyboard is between right control and right Windows key. It's in between those two, so you want to press right-click. Okay, then you want to use the arrow keys, and you want to go down, 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 down to change custom configuration, and you want to press enter. Okay, now we want to get to the IO tab. So how do I do that? Tab, press tab a few times, right arrow key, tab, 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 right arrow key, tab, 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 right arrow key, IO. Okay, tab again, tab, 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 and we want to get down to move handler. You want to press the space bar, arrow key up, change that to mouse, enter. Right, and we want to tab, 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 tab to apply, spacebar, shift tab, save custom configuration, enter. Right. Now what you want to do is press alt tab, go back into Time Crisis, and guess what? Your mouse 3 button, whichever one you set to triangle, press it. Oh shit. A quick little quirk here is that you need to have the crosshair on the screen when you press the button, otherwise it bloody won't work. So, bam, there we go. That's what we want. And confusingly on this screen, I think it's for player 2, which is a little bit confusing. So what you need to do is you need to get your controller and don't press anything else on this screen and just press B. And that's it. Okay. That's how we get past that calibration screen. Now what we want to do next is Alt-Tab, go back to this menu, right-click, change custom configuration, go back to I/O using the tab and arrow buttons, and we want to change move handler back to gun. That's the pre-configured Batocera build for whatever the buttons are set up for. Pre-configured, of which I have absolutely no idea how to change or where the settings are or anything, but whatever. We changed it back, and then we Alt-Tab, and bam, we're in Time Crisis 4. And that's it. You'll now have a 3-button light gun that can get past the calibration screen. So we load onto play 1 and just start the game. And again, because it's already this is already pre-configured, the gun for IR, I don't know how or what, but that's to duck and shoot, and then I don't even know what this button does, but Yeah, it works. I don't think you can skip this cutscene if you haven't seen it before. Using a save state to get past the calibration screen is a suggestion, but with this, I think it's the latest version of, I don't know, the RPCS3 save states just crash on Time Crisis 4. They just crash the emulator, so that didn't work, annoyingly. Oh, also there's a bug with Time Crisis 4, and you need to change the frame rate, and to do that you use the hotkey of your controller, which is, I set it to this, and oh, okay, just that, usually and A, but that brings up the menu, and you want to change settings, video, and you want to change the frame limit to 30. I haven't messed around with it too much. I don't know if there's a way to set it to 60, but yeah, set it to 30, because that seems to actually function. And my camera's in the way, but imagine I'm using the gun, but it works. It works. Yay. Absolute nightmare, but functional. Everything's set up, and you can, obviously turn the PlayStation Move crosshair off. But it's great, and it's going to be your standard setup calibration for the actual gun and the PlayStation Move controller. But it works, so there you go. I hope that helps. Oh, and if anybody knows of an easier way to do this, then feel free to let me know, because trying to figure out the settings and the configuration of the Lightgun Lunatics build has been an absolute nightmare. But yeah, any comments, just drop them down, and yeah, catch you later.